And the Sparky just takes care of the entire defense for me. And look, he's getting a little bit desperate. Great, we'll just go for a Sparky. And Sparky just pretty much cleans up all of our problems. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to go over one of the only archetypes I still have not covered on this channel, and that is Sparky. Sparky's really solid, but it takes kind of a lot of thinking to fully pull off the deck. It's very hard to play, especially at a top level, especially since you don't have a big spell. Goblin Giant Sparky is really strong. It's been in the meta for almost 2 years now. Let's get right into the games. Alright guys, let's get into the first match. First, let's just wait. I do have a zap spell to cycle, but remember, you don't have a big spell here, which can be kind of annoying. Let's go Electro Wizard, trying to stall this. I don't want to even take that damage here. I'm not interested in that. Just going to rely on my Electro Wizard to defend all this, which is nice. And it looks like it's going to be... Okay, so Skeleton Barrel. So just some kind of bait. We don't have a log, which is kind of annoying here, but I do have a Dark Prince, which will take care of both the Princess and, of course, the Skeleton Army as well. I could zap that, but I could also use my Dark Prince to take care of the entire attack with only one card, which is also probably smarter in general. Also, against bait, you have to be very careful with your Sparky because, well, that was a bad play. He gave me the Princess and let me hit the Valkyrie, which is a good start. Now if he rockets, I'm just going to go with the bridge. Let's see what he does here. Okay, so it's actually Mortar. I'm going to go for just aggressive mini Pekka of the bridge to take out the Mortar really quick. Zap to kill the bats. Now you have to defend both lanes at once. This is kind of annoying. We'll get one shot. Okay, Sparky comes in clutch against the Mega Knight. I can kite this over and defend easily with just my Goblin Giant. That's one thing you can do with Goblin Giant. It just is able to defend really easily sometimes. I can just kite. Look at this. We're gonna kite, then go Electro Wizard to stop all the Skellies, and that will defend pretty much the entire attack. And we have a nice counter push coming down. Of course, I can't really do anything about the Skarmy because I don't have Zap and Cycle, but that's okay. Not too bad of a situation. My Electro Wizard might be able to counter push as well, so maybe with a little bit of chip. Okay, Val comes in. Okay, sure, but he also has Princess, so I'm going to go ahead and block quickly with Dark Prince. He didn't try Princess of the Bridge. You gotta be worried about Princess of the Bridge. It can be very annoying. At some point in Double Elixir, I'm going to use my Rage to try to get some extra tower damage as well. That's why you have the Rage. It's not necessarily a great card, but sometimes when you get good value with a Sparky, it's insane how much value you can get from a Rage. But we'll just wait for now. It is obviously, Mega Knight, so we're gonna have to get some. We're gonna have to defend this really cleanly. Okay, he goes aggressive with Princess of the Bridge. That's what he should have done before. Okay, very bad Skeleton Barrel. We just get everything taken care of here. I'm gonna go for Goblin Giant of the Bridge. Why? Because all my stuff's gonna be behind it, and we have a nice big push. If he goes for a Skarmy, I have a Zap like that. That's gone. Now I can just rely on this. I'm gonna go Sparky opposite because now you have to defend both lanes, and I'm gonna Rage over here. How are you defending both lanes? I don't think that you are. Bats are not going to be sufficient. Sparky Rage, other lane. Maybe we get 2 shots? Almost, but look at this. Look at this Evas. Again, too much value. And there's no way you're breaking through here. I guess I have so much value on both sides of the board. There's no way you're going to be able to overcome this tower and this tower. The losses are too great. I can just go for mini Pekka on defense, and this game is pretty much over. So this deck's really solid. If your opponent gives you an opening, just one opening, it can be game over on the spot. Let's go for another Goblin Giant. If he goes Skarmy again, we do have a Zap spell ready. I'm not going to zap that. Goblin Giant's helping there. Now we zap that. Much better again. Easy. Zap's really solid. Just really good against the Skeleton Army. We're going to break right through 2 Crown. Let's go with this. Put a Dark Prince down. We can even Rage out the entire attack. Big game. Let's go game number 2. Alright guys, match number 2. Let's just see what he does. I might even cycle a Rage. So I don't love this starting hand. I don't want to cycle my... These are my only 2 air defenses, and this is my main tank. So actually, now... Okay, so if he's going to go Zappies, we'll go Electro back. But actually, cycling a Rage is not a bad play. Like, you can just cycle a Rage if you need to get to my next card, like, whatever the problem is. If you don't like your hand, you can always just cycle a Rage spell. We'll just go for a Sparky in the back. That's going to be able to do a lot of damage over here, and I can just go for Dark Prince High, blocking both lanes. So Sparky gets a lot of value on that side. And, okay, so he does have Piggies, which is a good counter push play, but how much of this are you stopping? Look at my Sparky turn towards the pigs there. That's great for us. Yeah, there we go. Sparky gets a lot of value. And now, how do you stop my mini Pekka and my Sparky? I have 2 pushes coming. I'm going to try to get Goblin Giant, but I probably won't be able to do it just yet. He probably plays, like... Well, actually, he doesn't have any of his swarms. He doesn't have recruits. It's not even in his deck right now. It's not even in his hand. He's 1 card off. Okay, there's the... I don't think you have anything for Goblin Giant Kite to the side. Okay, I didn't use it in pull, but that's not a big problem. Still, the Rage is going to be a big factor here. Because he only has... Yeah, right, so we can just go like this. We can Rage this up. Get some value from the Goblin Giant and zap everything. Maybe we can get some tower damage here. This could be really nice. Look at the Spear Goblin value. We're taking out 2 Zappies and getting a lot of damage on this tower. But yeah, he did get a lot of damage. This deck is a little bit hard to play against because we are playing into Zappies, which is really annoying when you're playing Sparky because, of course, it gets reset super easily. This is one of the weaknesses of the Sparky deck, so always keep that in mind when you're playing Sparky. Like you're always going to be at least sort of weak against some like spammy like heavy reset decks like Electro Wizard, things like that can be really annoying. I can't really afford to defend. I honestly have to try to get a big push here to just have a chance. It's our only real chance because of course there is Recruits and there is Zabbies. This is a very, very tough matchup to win. I'll do my best here, but this is a really, really hard one to try to get. Arrows comes in, okay. Let's just go for a Sparky in the back. Let's see what it is. He probably goes Recruits or something. That's what I would expect. Okay, that doesn't even get my tower, I don't think. Yeah, not quite. 99 damage, not enough. I'm just gonna go for a Goblin Giant. Sparky's gonna kill the, you know, Dark Prince there. We can just go for a mini Pekka the bridge. That's why that works. So now we can just go for like a high Mega Minion and like a Rage spell. Go Electro Wizard. Try to zap everything. So this is like a nice push, but the problem is Recruits just come down and kind of ruin the entire attack, which is kind of annoying, but there's not much I can do about this. It's a pretty tough matchup to win. Like, yeah, pretty much everything has to go right. You kind of have to win this one in single whenever your opponent doesn't have the elixir, but now we're in double, and the game is pretty much lost. Like, it's kind of hard to do much here, but it's still a good matchup to show that, like, just see what I'm trying to go for. Like, we just go Goblin Giant here, trying to protect everything. Let's go for, you know, Mega Minion, trying to take everything off the board. Maybe I can just go for like Dark Prince to block so I can save my Goblin Giant, but still, even that won't be enough to win this. I can Rage, it won't matter. Recruits will come down and will end my entire attack. So unfortunately, a tough matchup here, but still, one thing that y'all should watch out for is Recruits. Let's go into game number 3. Okay, guys, match number 3. Hopefully we can bounce back. First, again, so actually I might take the opportunity to cycle Rage again. I would like to get Mini Pekka in my hand. I will do that. Happily will Rage my tower. See what he does. Maybe he thinks I'm giving up. No. Okay, what cycle is... Okay, let's go Sparky in the back. Okay, let's... So, Skeleton Army first play tells me it's some kind of bait, but I obviously could be wrong about that. Poison... Skeleton Army... Maybe Skeleton King, something like that. I'm trying to get a big push and, like, having the poison to take care of all my defense. Okay, Log. Let's go Mini Pekka the bridge. I don't really... I mean, there's no Skeleton Army, so how are you stopping it? Okay, Bats will zap him off the board. Okay, that's going to be a tower shot. That's awesome. Can we get the print? That Barbell gets it just in time, so no way to get too much value there. But I can still go like Electro Wizard, and we'll be able to stop the Fisherman for no value, pretty much. Now, let's just go for that. E-Wiz will take care of the entire Fisherman. Won't take any damage from anything. And another attack. So maybe he was Skarmy this time, in which case I go Dark Prince. Call the Skeleton King. Yeah, Skeleton King is one of the only decks that uses the poison right now. So there is, of course, Skeleton Army. I do need to be... Let's go Goblin Giant into that. Okay, so maybe thinking I don't have my Dark Prince, so how am I defending? But you can actually use your Goblin Giant on the graveyard and pretty much... Look at the Spear Goblins. The Spear Goblins from the Goblin Giant are doing insane work. I'm going to Rage. He's going to go for a Skarmy. We're going to zap it off the board. I love Zap. It just comes out so fast. And look at that. We're locked on the tower. The tower's gone. Mini Pekka's raged up. It's over. Tower's gone. GG's. This game comes down to a bad graveyard timing, but it's not even that bad because I didn't have Electro Wizard. I had just used it. I also didn't have my Dark Prince, which is my 2 best counters, but I still did have my Goblin Giant, and that's one counter that most people don't know about for graveyard. You can actually just put a Goblin Giant in the back, and it actually defends the graveyard because it looks at the skellies and takes them out. Really, really solid defense there. Okay, again, going for this, I'm going to just go E-Wiz. I don't need to worry about this. I can even just put the Goblin Giant in the middle. It'll block for the Skeleton King. It won't be able to reach the tower. Okay, so Skeletons... So this is a much more solid attack from the opponent, but still not going to enough to break through. Like, Sparky comes in the clutch. We're going to take all the damage away. I can go Dark Prince. I can go Mini Pekka the bridge. He's going to go for some kind of, like, you know, Skeleton Army. And, of course, I can just zap it off the board again. So here again, the reason why I'm not going in is because I don't have a Goblin Giant to block for both. So if I had one, I'd be much more comfortable going in here, but I don't. So we're just going to rely on this defense. It's going to be very solid. We won't take almost any damage. We have Electro Wizard, Sparky, Mega Minion, Tower, all helping, and now I can just go for this, and then we'll rage the entire attack when we cross the bridge. But yeah, this game's been over for like a while. I'm actually going to go opposite. I'm going to go opposite to be funny. And we're going to rage this, because this might actually take the tower by itself, to be honest. You go Skarmy, I just go Zap. Actually, you don't even need it. Honestly, you don't even need to. Zap here. Look at the damage from the Dark Prince. Wow. This deck's really crazy. Let's go into game number 4. Alright, guys, into game number 4. Let's get started. I think maybe I'll cycle a Rage again. I want to get my Goblin Giant in hand, but I do like what I have. I might just cycle a Dark Prince instead. I hope you guys are starting to see how strong this deck is. Obviously, Recruits is really annoying, so if you can avoid Recruits, pretty much every other game is, well, drastically easier than the Recruits matchup. Let's just go for a Dark Prince here. What do you have? Okay, E-Drag. Okay, so it makes me think immediately Elixir Golem. Dark Prince makes me think giant E-Drag with 2 princes. So it could be just giant Electro Dragon. Okay, now I'm thinking it's Balloon. And then you don't see Balloon with Dark Prince though, which is why I was wondering what this is. Yeah, Mega Minion's gonna be able to help out with the E-Drag, but E-Drag won't be able to kill the Mega Minion, which is awesome. I'm just gonna go for this. Why? Because we're saving the tower from the damage, and we're actually use the Spirit Goblins and the Goblin Giants back to defend. If he plays some kind of skeleton, we actually can zap that because look, the tower and the Goblin Giant Spirit Goblins are actually able to help take out the first Skeleton Dragon, which is really helpful. And we get a nice 600 HP chunk off the tower. So Skeleton Dragon's Electro Dragon. Bar Barrel, Dark Prince? Okay. Well, I guess the writing was on the wall to Moonface Golem. So Sparky is one of the best matchups against Golem. Always put the Sparky, same lane as the Golem. If he plays like something crazy like Rocket, I still have the mini Pekka, I still have a defense. Nothing too crazy. And look, the Dark Prince actually splashed the tower, that's awesome. One thing that's annoying though is that E-Drag. So one thing we need to do immediately is try to defend the Sparky. Put the Mega Minion into block so that the Sparky can't be seen by the E-Drag. The E-Drag is not in range, so the Sparky is getting the value. And let's go mini Pekka the bridge. We can even Rage or Zap here depending on what this guy plays. Let's Rage. He's going for an air defense. Where's your ground defense? Sparky's going to kill that quickly. Maybe we get another shot on the tower. Don't even need it. Ewiz is able to take it out. His deck pushes really fast. Sparky get a shot on the tower? Yes, sir. We'll take that. Extra damage is nice. We'll ignore that. Okay, let's go opposite lane immediately. Pressuring is a good thing with this deck too, because now he has to worry about defending this, and we can just go for a Sparky over here. And of course, now that there's no E-Drag, Sparky becomes even stronger. Sparky in the back should defend the entire game. Because if he goes Lumberjack, it just gets splashed. There's not really an option. You can't really get through without the E-Drag. So this game is probably over. And this actually probably has a pretty solid matchup against me as well. I can just go for like this. Mini Pekka down that stops the Dark Prince and also the Lumberjack. We won't take any damage here. Yeah, there's just no problems. I've defended this very well, and the Sparky just takes care of the entire defense for me. And look, he's getting a little bit desperate. Great, we'll just go for a Sparky, and Sparky just pretty much cleans up all of our problems. Yeah, Sparky Rage is even funnier against Golem. He maybe gets 1 shot total. Actually, he got 0. This deck is absolutely crazy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far in the video. Of course, I will, as always, leave a link to the last video that I just did. I just did one on Royal Hogs just the other day. But yeah, this deck is really crazy. You can mount a really, really big attack. Unfortunately, we did lose the game against Recruits, but of course, that's like the hardest matchup you can get for Sparky. And yeah, it is one of the strongest decks in the game, but still, if you get a good defense, like if you can hit all the piggies, it's really solid. But yeah, if you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe. I'll leave a link below for the subscriptions and the deck link on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.